I claim Microsoft purposely leaves holes in their operating system and that they won't allow you to close holes in their operating system, and that they're fully aware of what they're doing. Like Satya Nadella is fully aware that he's making sure you're hackable. And I've claimed that like they're working with the government, that a lot of these people are CIA, that there's like a girl literally told me there's a Jewish conspiracy. Her family members on the Yale admission board, the guy that just got put in charge of OpenAI from Yale, of course. So she told me there's a Jewish conspiracy. She's friends with the Netanyahus, like Benjamin Netanyahu. Like his wife, apparently, she's a really good cook. Like when she goes to Israel, she stays at Benjamin Netanyahu's house. So like she literally told me there's a conspiracy, and like so like when Joe Biden, the Jewish guy who's Catholic, who no one knows is Jewish, sends like thousands of bunker buster bombs to murder what like 50, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of Christians and Muslims that follow Isus, and then they're like hiding our religion, like they're destroying our Bible, like we can't even read our Bible, like unless we read in the Greek. Like it takes me like freaking all day to read like 15 verses, and that's because I know Greek and Arabic. So like, but they want to make sure that we can't have our religion, and when they're like that in charge of our computers. Like when I tell you it's Larry Ellison, and that the reason I just did time in jail is because Larry Ellison and that guy's friends with the Clintons. And the Clintons are who the FBI showed up to my house asking me about. You can't say stuff about the Clintons, is what the FBI apparently were talking. They talked to my mom about, is what I said about Bill Clinton. So Larry Ellison's that good of friends with Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has a brain hacking company, and so does Facebook. And when like Elon Musk buys like Twitter and its competitor to Facebook, and then everyone's going, no, that guy's anti-Semitic. Trust me, he's anti-Semitic. What I'm trying to say is, they know who Elon Musk is. He's part of the Jews. Like, and even if Elon's going right now, I'm not Jewish, trust me. You're Jewish now. Like, that's the thing about Will Hurd, the computer scientist from Texas A&M, and I'm telling you, it's the Texas A&M computer science department. That much. If you're a member of the government and you're a Texas A&M computer science department person, I'm after you. So these people are like controlling people's brains. Like they won't stop talking inside their head. Like it's one thing to be the Holy Spirit and be like, don't do that. It's another thing to be like the person that's like constantly like, you're not allowed to think. You're not allowed to think. Do this. Like all day, I'm working you towards finally getting you to say something on the internet. Like that's the goal. Is that I'm going to get you in a bad mood so that you'll say something on the internet. And that way, my friend at the FBI, he's looking for a reason to make you disappear for 3 more years. Or for 3 years. Like, you can't leave your house already because the FBI has tried to murder you so many times. You're not allowed to say that, though. It's illegal to say the FBI's been trying to murder you. The FBI's been trying to murder me. And, like, that's the thing about, like, the people in the government trying to murder me, and no one freaking cares. Like, and I can't talk about them. I don't have free speech. Like, no, you can't say that you have an opinion about them. What's your opinion about them trying to murder you? Can't say anything about that. You have to say bad, but they're in charge of the cops. And they have made sure they're in charge of the cops always. And like, they are that in charge of the cops for that long. Like, how can I explain it to you guys? Like, they're the FBI. Like, they're the cops. Like, they're so much money they want to control. You will never control a company like the FBI. That's infinitely more powerful. So these people are scary. Like, we're not allowed to talk about them. At some point, why aren't we allowed to talk about them? Why aren't we allowed to talk about them? Why am I getting 0 views? And like, even TikTok, apparently, the one group of people I trust. Oh, I trust you, TikTok. Yeah, because you've heard of Sun Kong. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if every single one of these companies end up, like, the people in charge, like, end up getting killed. And is that a threat? No, it's like, here's a prophecy. All of your leaders die. And, like, that includes people in your government. Because one day the Chinese freaking government finds out that the way that they couldn't figure out how to not censor or censor, like ended up getting like the government murdered. And I'm sure the government thinks, no, we're too powerful. You will never believe it. Like, you will never believe what can happen to your country when people find out how evil you are. And that's why you just don't want to be that evil. And that's why I'm sitting here on TikTok going, like, who are you guys? Like, who are you? Like, because clearly, like, I don't know anything about you. Like, I think your religion is like worshiping your father. Like, and if you want to talk about like the truth about me, like, I know what Confucianism is, and I know that you'll name something a Confucian Institute. And when you tell me that you'll name something a Confucian Institute, I think that person is not very inspired, like philosophically. Like your philosophy, your ceiling is very, very low. And so like my expectations for like the Chinese government's philosophy is very, very, very low. And that's the honest truth. It doesn't mean that I don't like respect you guys and like respect like your like the way that your society is and like your history and stuff like that. But like I know that like I'm hoping for like you guys not to be morally compromised. You guys can be the good ones because I know my own country. Like this is like these are some evil sons of bitches. These are some people that go, oh, First Amendment, none of that counts. Second Amendment, definitely no. Well, obviously that one's gone. Like every amendment's gone. Like I've lost every single right in my country because of the Jewish people somehow. But you're going to jail. You said it's the Jewish people. It's all the Jewish people. Like I can't say it. Like it's literally all the freaking Jewish people. Like, and then you got all the billionaires. No one will ever believe that Larry Ellison is friends with the Clintons, is friends with Elon Musk, is friends with Mark Zuckerberg, is friends with like OpenAI, is controlling people's heads with computer programs. Like, so that you can't hear me. Even if you do hear me, you'll never even hear me. You need to flip away immediately. I don't know how to find people that aren't evil, and I think that's like been a problem for like a decade now. Is like I don't know where to find people that aren't evil, and like I don't think you guys get that about me. Like I've been convinced that everyone's dead for a long time, and so like when someone hacks my brain and they're like, oh, like he thinks people are dead. I know you guys are evil. Like you've censored me for 10 years. All I want to do is try to save people's lives, and these people like put me in mental hospitals. They torture me. They hurt me. They threaten me. They do everything possible to make me too afraid to talk. And like, I still can't get through. It's like, what am I going to do? I don't know.